Universal Studios. Whether you've been to the theme parks or seen the movies, we've all heard of Universal Studios, a media monolith that shows no signs of stopping, making movies so popular that Universal had to make 2 theme parks in the USA and even more around the world. Me personally, I'm one of the very lucky few who get to go to Universal Studios theme park, specifically the one in Florida. Me and my family have annual passes and we use them as many times as we can, so we usually end up going around 5 times a year or so. Me and my family have seen rides come and go throughout the years, and I've also watched almost all the classic Universal movies that the early rides are based on, so I feel that makes me more than qualified to cover today's topic. Minecraft is a game that I'm sure needs no introduction. It's been everybody's go-to survival game for 15 years now. But it might be a surprise that Minecraft has an officially licensed Universal Studios theme park experience. For Java players who don't know, Minecraft Bedrock is a marketplace that's exclusive to this version of the game. And in it, you can pay real money for licensed maps. One of them being this theme park, and let me repeat, real money. This map in specific will cost you 1,510 mine coins, which is a little less than 10 real-life dollars. But I feel the price is justified, and I'll show you why in this episode of Map Mania. Hey, my name's Lily, and welcome back to my channel. If you're enjoying the video so far, please consider subscribing as it helped me out a lot. Anyways, welcome to a new series called Map Mania, where I cover licensed DLC in the world of Minecraft. Today's episode is on the Universal Studios map made by Everbloom Games. This episode is very special to me, because as I mentioned in the intro, I go here a lot. Today, we'll be going area by area and comparing it to the real park, so let's go on an adventure through the magic of Universal in Minecraft. When you first spawn in, you're in a little room that then opens up the front gate. The front gate appears to be based on the Hollywood park, and unfortunately, I've never been to Universal Hollywood before, so my first time seeing all this was actually when I was doing research. Once inside, it looks almost exactly like the Hollywood park. Just look at the fountain statue. Here you can find a Universal store to the left, which is in pretty much the same spot in the park too. Sadly, in the map there isn't any rooms on the right side of the entrance, so I'll just be showing footage of the store. And a neat detail is in the store you can actually get Universal themed clothes for your character, and even at other stands you can get food if you're hungry. Because yes, the hunger system is still on this map. But moving on, let's go to the ET ride, which when riding I was overjoyed because I actually ridden this ride in real life, and here's some commission shots.
Hello, I'm Steven Spielberg, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to the ET adventure.
We've got some unauthorized people entering the base. Wait, they got ET! They're getting away. Unit 3, cut them off! Alright, kids, end of the road!
Whoa, watch it!
Hey! Stop!
They're getting away! Look, they're flying!
The ET ride opened on June 7th, 1990 for Universal Studios Florida. It was one of the very first rides to debut in the park, and is still open to this day. The ride is one of my favorites to ride in real life, and this map perfectly recreates it. From the forest queue to the Steven Spielberg intro, it even has an item you can obtain that is the interplanetary passport. Now I do have one complaint with this ride. The ride audio doesn't work. It's just music with subtitles, which wouldn't be a big deal if it didn't have full voice acting for the intro to the ride line. Bit of an odd choice. Next up is the globe. This is a staple of Universal Parks, and in the Minecraft map they actually do something very special. You see, Woody Woodpecker needs your help to find 9 stolen letters. You get these letters by doing minigames and exploring. I won't mention how to get all these letters as it's fun to explore yourself and find them, although I will be mentioning a few. After that, we have New York. This section of the map is one of my favorites because of how close it is to the real life counterpart. You can see the NBC building that in real life houses the Tonight Show ride. You can see Central Park, There's even small details of shortcut alleyways as well as the Blues Brothers show. But the star of the show of this district is the Mummy. In the Mummy, you enter the Museum of Antiquities and ride a dark ride themed around the Mummy. Here's some comparison shots.
Are you insane? Get out of here! The curse, it's real! This whole place is a trap! He's after your souls! Look for the Magi symbol! It's your only hope!
Silence! With your souls, I shall rule for all eternity.
Are you insane? Get out of here! The curse, it's real! This whole place is a trap! He's after your soul!
Silence! With your souls, I shall rule for all eternity.
We hope you enjoyed your ride. Please remain seated and keep your arms and legs inside the...
Prepare to forfeit your soul! Death is only the beginning! Prepare to forfeit your souls!
The Mummy ride opened May 21st, 2004 and replaced the original King Kong ride. This ride is my go-to ride when we're at the parks, and we even have a joke in our family that no matter what ride comes out, Mummy is still better. And again, this map knocks it out of the park. One of the key details to notice is that there is full voice acting this time. These actors did a great job portraying the characters. But that's not all for this ride, there's a minigame too. In this game, you're trying to recover the Book of the Dead after a cast member used it and accidentally resurrected the mummy and a few ghouls. So you're fighting waves of zombie-like enemies and then fighting the mummy to win. Very short, but overall a fun little combat trial. This is also where you can get a letter for the globe. Moving on, we have San Francisco. This is another one of those moments for me where I was shocked at how close it was to real life. They even have Richter's Burgers. Of all details to add, they add a random little burger shop. Here's some comparison shots. But the main attraction for San Francisco is the studio tour. Sadly, the Florida park does not have a studio tour, meaning I've never rode it, but I have some footage of the Hollywood studio tour to compare it to. I won't cover the entire studio tour as the ride in Minecraft is 16 minutes long, but I'll try my best to summarize it.
Speaking of which, I want to show you a little demonstration on how we make earthquakes in the movies. This set was built in the 1980s with the tracks dug right into the floor. When they were done with that movie, though, the guys in charge thought, you know, earthquakes are pretty common in movies, so let's just keep this one. Now all they need to do is redecorate the scene whenever they want a different earthquake location. Let's see it in action.
Oh, nope, this is our little guys. Hang on tight. Oh, now we're gonna really...
We call Old Mexico, and it's just the kind of place we'd take a camera crew if they were looking to film something set out in the old Wild West. Now this area has something of a weird localized weather system, so I apologize for the rain as we... What? Ride! Drive! This is my favorite part of the park. Welcome to Amity Island, where the sun is warm and the swimming is prime.
There's a lot more to the studio tour, but not all of it is a real-life counterpart. So to save your time, I only include sections that I can directly compare. Here's something to note, however. The Earthquake portion isn't from the studio tour as best as I can tell. It's actually based on a closed Earthquake ride that was at Universal Florida. Anyways, trust me, this ride alone is worth your while. It's a full 16-minute tour of the entire map. There's even some parts of the map that can only be seen through the tour. Upon leaving San Francisco, we approach Amity Island. This area is greatly expanded upon compared to the real-life version. Unfortunately, I never got to see this area or ride the main focus of this area, Jaws.
Come on. I think I got it. Does anyone see it? There. Should be short. Ah, that's disgusting. But we roasted him! What a day!
Oh, that is disgusting.
The Jaws ride is a ride I wish I rode when it was still open, but I was very young and was scared of it at the time. The ride opened in 1990 and closed in 2012. It is definitely a special ride to a lot of people. Just like the Mummy ride, this map has full voice acting for the Jaws ride. And also like the Mummy, this ride has a minigame too. The minigame is Amity Dive Dock. We're swimming around underwater trying to collect 7 pieces of treasure while fending off Jaws. It's actually pretty fun. Here's a tip for the minigame though. The board they give you is a trident, so throw it at Jaws to fend them off. We're down to the last few rides. Welcome to Doc Brown's Institute of Future Technology. This is the Back to the Future ride. It is the closest thing we've ever got to a Back to the Future 4. Sadly, this ride was closed 1 year before I was even born, so I never got to ride it.
Hurry though, with Biff still on the loose, anything could happen.
Hello? Hello, Dr. Brown?
Biff, how in blazes did you get in here?
Why don't you ask these bozos?
Doc, one of our time travel teams was conducting an experiment back in 1955.
He must have stowed away! Hey, I'm not one to pass up a free ride.
Tannen, you shouldn't be here in the present! We've got to get you back to 1955, or we could create a major paradox!
Oh, don't worry, Doc, I'll go back. And in style. But first, I'm gonna take a little joyride.
No! Biff!
Love to stay and chat, Doc. I just ain't got the time. What am I saying? I got all the time I want!
The Biff's still on the loose. Anything could happen.
Hello? Hello? Dr. Brown?
Biff, how in blazes did you get in here?
Why don't you ask these bozos?
Doc, one of our time travel teams was conducting an experiment back in 1955.
He must have stowed away!
Hey, I'm not one to pass up a free ride.
Tannen, you shouldn't be here in the present! We've got to get you back to 1955, or we could create a major paradox!
Oh, don't worry, Doc. I'll go back. And in style. But first, I'm gonna take a little joyride.
No! Biff!
Love to stay and chat, Doc. I just ain't got the time. What am I saying? I got all the time I want!
Oh no! Hold on! Come on, baby! Start! Yahoo! We're going backwards! Hang in there, volunteers! Head toward that volcano! Yahoo! I'm going backwards! Hang in there, volunteers! Bump him! We bumped him! The impact between the two vehicles should send us straight back to the Institute! We bumped him! The impact between the two vehicles should send us straight back to the Institute.
If you were to ask me what my favorite movie series is, it would actually be Back to the Future. So you can imagine my disappointment when I found out there was a ride, but got shut down before I could ever even ride it. Still, it is an awesome ride from what I've seen. I'm just a bit disappointed that it got replaced by The Simpsons of all things. Back to the Future ride in the map has a minigame too. Honestly, it's kinda iffy. It's a hoverboard race through Hill Valley in the future. Yeah, I don't really like it, honestly. So let's just move on to Call.
Joe, how's it look back there? Hold on, I need more light. Oh, great. I hate these flying rats. Vortexes, take cover! Hey! Let go of me, you filthy...
What? Everybody stay seated. Chase behind you.
Get down!
Come on, Chase.
Let's get out of here!
Not without you. Chase, move. Okay, Penny. He wants us out of here.
Skull Island. I'm gonna be honest, I really don't like this ride, so I don't have much to say about it. I wish the map creators made this the original Kong ride, but instead they chose this version. The ride in real life has you wearing 3D goggles, and I think Minecraft actually improved this ride because everything is already in 3D. There's also full voice acting like the other rides, and once again there's a minigame. I won't go into detail on the minigame, it's just a few puzzles, and it's very easy. You can just solve it in like 3 minutes. So let's go on to the last and final area of our video. Jurassic World, a really solid part of the map. My only complaint is I wish they went with the theming of the Florida Park for this area. In the Florida Park, it seemed around the original Jurassic Park, and this is Jurassic World. But this is probably the most interactive part of the map. If you go to the Discovery Center, you can make it a dinosaur based off your skin, you can watch an egg hatching show, you could look for fossils, and that's not all. There's the best minigame in this entire map here too. In this minigame, you're hiding from raptors. You need to be stealthy because every move you make on crouch, they will hear. The goal is to open the raptor cages and lure them into them. The coolest part of the minigame is the ceiling. When you look up, it has a reflection, so you can tell where the raptors are even if you can't see them. Thank you so much for watching this far. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope that even if you're not going to buy this map, you still had fun watching. That's all from me, and I hope to see you in the next episode of Map Mania.